Good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels. And today, I just want to tell you guys, don't be so hard on yourself. That's right. Don't be so hard on yourself. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, in the area that we call Tanzania today, there was a brother and a sister named Marwi who were out watching the bean fields for their parents. Their parents had wanted them to watch the bean fields and make sure that the monkeys did not come and strip all of the food away. And so while they were out there, they got hungry, so they caught a little game, made a fire, and ate. And then they got thirsty, so they went to a nearby pool to get something to drink. When they made it back to the bean field, they noticed that the monkeys had came and stolen all of the food away. And so Marwi and her brother, frightened, decided that they were going to kill themselves and go to the land of the ghosts so that their parents could not get them and punish them. And so Marwi jumped inside of the pool first, and her brother lost heart and ran home. Now, at the bottom of this pool, there was the entrance to the land of the ghosts, and once Marwi went through it, she walked around until she found a hut with an old lady and several children inside, and she began to live with them. She lived with them for several years, and for several years her parents prayed out to God to bring Marwi back, until finally God heard their prayers, and he got one of his wisest messengers and sent him to go get Marwi from the land of the ghosts and take her back home. And so this messenger left from heaven and left from the presence of God and went unto the land of the ghost and found Marwi. And when he did, he said, "My child, what are you doing here?" And she explained the story about the bean field and the monkeys and said that she had been there for a very long time, afraid to go home, afraid of her parents' punishment. And so the great wise man who had came from God, he said, "My child, do you know how many times the bean fields have grown and been harvested since you left? Do you know how much your parents have cried? Do you know how much your brother have cried? Do you know how much pain and sorrow there is that you are not there? They care more about you than they care about the bean fields. And indeed, you are being too hard on yourself. The consequences of your actions have long since died away, yet here you are still punishing yourself." And so the wise man convinced Marwi to go back with these words, and she went back home and embraced her parents and embraced her loved ones when everyone was happy. And so the morning motivation of today is, family, don't be so hard on yourself. We've all have been like Marwi in a certain situation. We have done some things, we have said some things, we have messed up, but sometimes we have been harder on ourselves than we have needed to be. And the individuals that we are afraid of, that we think that we have hurt, they love us more than they love the thing that we have destroyed or broken or talking bad about. So for this morning motivation, I want to encourage you guys. There is something that you came to planet Earth to do, right? You are here for a reason. And in order for you to accomplish that reason, in order for you to accomplish that goal, in order for you to be the person that you have to be, you have to come back from the land of the ghost and come back to the land of the living and be that which you are supposed to be. So for this morning motivation, family, I just want to say, do not be so hard on yourself. In fact, remember that you are awesome. You're amazing. You're wonderful. You're great. And you are going to change the world. I just hope I'm still alive to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning.